So, guys, it has been revealed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, plans to use Bianca Ojukwu to stop December 2nd Biafra declaration, okay, in Finland and all that, by Simon Ekpa. Now, Nigerian government want to set Simon Ekpa against Biafra, or can I say against Bianca Ojukwu, okay? That is what I wanted to say. The Nigerian government is now playing a very smart game, trying to set, Biafrans against each other, and they are warning Bianca Ojukwu not to. So guys, let me leave you watch the video and see the whole truth.
Visitor, and if you've ever been to a prison or a jail, you know what I'm talking about. Just to have to be called and say you have a visitor, the ambassador is supposed to at least visit them. Bianca never went to the prison, so she was a total failure over there. When the complaints started mounting, Buhari took over the government and fired her, okay, immediately, and put somebody else there. Now, after that failure, I talked about it this week on my video that now Tinubu puts her as Minister for Foreign Affairs. That ministerial position is strategically evil. Okay, I said strategically evil. Make sure you share this video massively, because every one of you needs to know what's going on. Let me start from the beginning. Really, you need to know the background. You see, when I was 19 years old, Bianca and I were around that age, 19, 20, and our fathers were very good friends, okay? If you know C.C. Honor, late Governor C.C. Honor had a lot of integrity. Him and my father, all right, my dad is 89, and I'm sure Governor Honor would be around that if he were alive. My father's alive, he lives in Ibadan. C.C. Honor and Olunloyo were Shagari's best governors. I mean, those were his faves. The governors, President Shagari had pets, and his governor pets were my dad and Bianca's dad. So our fathers were governors at the same time, and they were 3-month governors. 3 months, 90 days until the coup that Buhari took over. Anyway, this is why we're supposed to stop all this recycling. Bianca should not take that appointment. She shouldn't have, because one, it would be a recycling appointment, being recycled. It's not good to recycle government officials. Two, they're using her to perform some evil, and I'll tell you that evil in a minute. I know you're dying to hear that part. Now, I'm only explaining this thing to you because I want you to understand very well. So I have a background there. Now, Ikemba Ojukwu was my father's very good friend. My dad was the only Yoruba politician that attended his funeral. And during my dad's governorship, during the elections, it got bloody. In 1983 governorship elections in Ibadan. They were shooting into our house. We're all lying down on the ground, everything. I was 18, going on 19. And if anyone remembers that very well, the Nigerian army couldn't do anything much. And the Shah wanted to kill us. This is the Awolowo faction with all their thugs. So Ikemba had just got that amnesty from Shagari, and he was back in Nigeria, and it was Ojukwu's army that actually protected us. Yeah, the Biafran army guys. Some of his army guys left behind. They were the ones that surrounded our house and stopped that shooting. Trust me. It's in some Nige.com. I think that's legit now, but I don't know if legit kept it. The story is there. I told it. I'll write more about that story. So I'm very, very close to the Ojukwu family. By the end of the day, we're teenagers at that time. And I pretty much knew Bianca in the London days when she dated Femi Fani-Kayode. She was Femi's girlfriend. They were really tight, lovey-dovey, everything. They were going to get married. And she got pregnant twice for him. One was an abortion, the other was a miscarriage. So you know the background now, okay? All that stuff spilled out in 2013 during the Tunde Fashola deported Igbo stuff. All that one's gossip. Let's get back to where we wanted to do this video. Number one, Joseph Honor is Bianca's little brother. And Joseph is a very, very intelligent, dynamic. I mean, the guy is learned and everything. And he's been in some form of politics as a special assistant, special advisor, actually, on security matters and other things with the Enugu state government. So he's worked in politics. Tinubu chose him. Okay, Joseph Honor was chosen as the one that will coordinate the party APC campaign in the Southeast. They didn't get much voters. I mean, nobody likes APC in the Southeast. At the end of the day, Tinubu won. In August of this year, Joseph Honor did an interview with the Vanguard. I read that interview fully. All of you need to go read it. He wanted to criticize Tinubu's government after 15 months. saying that it doesn't work, it doesn't work. He did a lengthy interview. I'll post some of this at the end of this video. In that lengthy interview, he was asked all kinds of questions about anti-party activities and all kinds of other things like better and all that. He did mention a reshuffle of the cabinet. I myself have been mentioning reshuffle of the cabinet since March. Okay, not like I'm going to get a position, but Josephana mentioned that reshuffle of cabinet. Well, now he has it and his sister is in the cabinet. However, it's a trick. Why is Bianca in Ministry of Foreign Affairs? Number one, she failed as an ambassador. Number two, they're using her. They are planning to use her against the IPOB and Biafrans abroad. Yeah. Drop that appointment, Bianca. They're using you against your people. You are the leader of your husband's party. And now, this looks like anti-party activities. Okay, Joseph said in his interview with Vanguard, anti-party activities is being done by everybody. Politicians have no integrity. He said a whole lot of things until Bianca was appointed. So if your own relative was appointed now, you won't say a bad thing again. But my whole thing is, they're going to use Bianca for evil, meaning that they're going to have all these different governments in Europe and US, everywhere. They're going to use all these governments to like deport Biafrans home and then say they were enticing people to terror or they're instigating terrorism. You know, look at Finland. Simon Ekpa is over there. That one's already in the radar. By the time some of the people who are speaking out, activism voices have the right to speak out. Even if you're a cessation group, you want to break Nigeria, you still have a voice. But to silence that voice, they will now make all you Biafrans abroad evil, you know, advocating terrorism, that those countries that are hosting you abroad, they'll deport you. Be careful if you haven't got your permanent paper, they will deport you straight. When they deport you at the airport, that very plane will be met by the DSS, then they lock you up and throw away the key for a long time. It's a way to deport more Biafrans from abroad. Bianca, don't let APC use you against your people. Don't let the devil use you against your people. Foreign affairs is a very delicate thing. Many people want change in Nigeria. Even Nnamdi Kanu has been saying this thing for a long time. Everything Nnamdi Kanu said basically came true. Everything I said basically came true. Petrol, I said it would be 1,000 when I left. When I left or when I fled. But at the end of the day, look at where we are. The army said they have caught the founding fathers of IPOB. You're supposed to catch the founding fathers of oil theft, the ones stealing the oil, and you're also supposed to find all the unknown gunmen. There's no such thing as unknown gunmen. This is a thing molded together by the mainstream media, owned by the politicians and the businessmen. UGM. What the hell was that? These are herdsmen from Nasarawa and all those corner states, mingling into Ebonyi and Abia and killing people in the villages. Nigerian army has not done anything about that. So you're saying that, yeah, we have caught the founding fathers of this. Well, what about the founding fathers of all theft and the founding fathers of other things in Nigeria? Founding fathers of UGM, terrorism, and all that. You have to solve all those cases. Akuli, Justice Naji, everyone that was killed. And it's not always like IPOB and ESN. You need to look into yourself, okay? Bube Agu and all that stuff. All right, the people of Igbo land must enjoy themselves. And Bianca, don't let them